Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about proportions and percentages. This will be review for a lot of you, but it's important information that we really need to know. So we're going to learn how to calculate proportions and then learn how to calculate percentages. A proportion is defined as the frequency divided by the total number. Proportions are a descriptive statistic. They describe what we might be seeing out there. That's based on a distribution of scores and incorporated into a table. Frequency in relation to the total number is how we define proportion. So we often call this a relative frequency. So proportions can appear either as fractions or as decimals. Percentages, on the other hand, are still a descriptive statistic, still use a distribution of scores, and are incorporated into a table. But we use percentages to compare data with different sample sizes. We use percentages to quantify change over time or to express an increase or a decrease in size. So percentage is a special ratio because it compares any number to 100. It sort of gives us the same block of 100 to compare to. To calculate a percentage, however, we have to first find the proportion and then multiply the proportion by 100. And here's the formula for that, P times 100. So here's an example of a table that's showing proportions and percentages. In order to find the proportion, you have to know the total number possible. Well, how do you find the total number possible? You take a look at your frequency column. So let's add that up real quick. 1, 3, 6, 13, 18, 20. So our total is 20. You might have seen that over there. So our proportion is the frequency divided by the total. So for a score of 10, 2 people got that score. So that's 2 people out of 20. That's the proportion. Now, in order to find the percentage, I need to turn the proportion into a decimal, which is 0.10, multiply it by 100 to get 10%. So let's take a look at another one. A score of 6. No, let's take a look at a score of 8. How about that? There are 7 people that got a score of 8, so that's 7 out of 20 total. To be able to figure this out, I need to find the decimals. So I do 20 goes into 7, and it's 0.35. I multiply that by 100 to get 35%. All right, and your percentages will all add up to 100. Your numerators of your proportions will all add up to the total n. So let's do a learning check real quick. I'm going to have you fill out this table on your own. I want you to pause the computer and then come back. I do have a blank column here, and that's where you can put your decimals. So I want you first to find the proportion for each of these frequencies, convert them to a decimal, and then find the percent. Come on back, I'll be waiting for you. And here are the answers. First of all, we had 20 as the total frequency, and then you just take that fraction for each one, convert it to a decimal, and then multiply that decimal by 100 to find the percentage. In the next video, we're going to be talking about something called percentiles.